How much money would you actually need to live comfortably and not have to work the rest of your life? Well, my pension increases annually, and it's just enough to live on. And if I collected it until I'm 100, it would be about $2.5 million with inflation. It's impossible to predict 80 years into the financial future, but if you had $5 million right now, you could live quite well off the results of reasonable investments. You could probably make do with $3 million if you didn't live extravagantly and the investments weren't all that you hoped. 747,000, 7 million. Probably around 1.5 to 2 million if you want a comfortable lifestyle, assuming your house is also paid off. Maybe 5,000 a month if I want to be realistic and reasonable. It's enough to cover all my basic needs. But I also don't have children. If I had children, it'd probably be more. But it would have to go up every year since cost of living goes up every year. So for this year, 5K is maybe my minimum. 5M. It's unanswerable because it's highly subjective on where you live, how responsible you are with your money, whether or not you're going to use your money to make money, what happens to inflation, the stock market, and when, et al., not to mention what comfortably means to you. I'm 41 and I'd stop working or have my husband stop working if we were gifted 10M tax-free. It really depends on where you live, but if we take a moderate to large city in North America, you could actually get by with around 500K by living an extremely simple lifestyle. That's for living from 20 to around 85 years old. If you want to have a decent size house, eat out, travel, have a decent car, raise a family, and provide for them, pay for internet cable, etc., then easily bump that up to 3-4 million. 2.5M at least, that is my trigger point. Is the question, how much money would you need to have at 18 to not work and live comfortably to be 100? Based on current economic conditions, around 2-2.5 million to stop at 18 and life to 100. With a reasonable designed income portfolio balanced with some growth, you would ideally not need to dip into capital for living expenses. At an expected rate of 0.5-0.6 income per month on the low risk side, that works out to be 10,000 per month in investment income with no capital sale. Ideally would want 3M to be able to have a more defensive portfolio at 0.4-0.5 monthly return, so you can be more relaxed in market conditions decline and you can also drip more. This is for living in North America, Canada, US. But frankly, even if I wanted to live in Alcohol area, I'd want to generate that level of income anyways. I live in the USA, so I'm going to say 5 million. With that I would have 80K a year to survive on. Sounds like a lot now, but in 10-20 years it's not going to be much, and it's going to be very, very small in 30 years. That is the absolute minimum I could live on in my lifetime without ending up homeless or dead from not paying medical bills. 500 WK, 6 CMO, Senate Turner, so from 18-100 years old approx. 5.7 mil. Getting my house and cars paid off and grocery store bills? 2 mil. About 60 and Indian rupees or about US 800K, after taxes. This is for living in a Tier 1 metropolitan city in India. 1. With this I'd be free to pay off a good house for living. 2. I can live on the interest or returns on investment of the remaining capital till the end of my days. 3. I can continue building wealth with the money left over after living expenses. Managing this money itself will become my new full-time job. 4. The capital itself can be dug into for emergencies, prolonged healthcare, educational expenses for the children if at all ever needed. In Nick, assuming you know your way around a stock market, 2.5 to 3 million. 3 million will allow you to coast off investments with a middle-class lifestyle. In Colombia, you could probably do the same with $500,000 USD while living like a king. Forget living middle class. There is no way to accurately gauge that, except by using all of your current expenses as a base. If you don't have a house, but have not purchased one yet, you don't know all of the expenses associated with it yet. Also, everyone would be different, because of where they live. Just get a job that pays around 80,000 and try to retire there. A lot of jobs pay this much and some are super simple to get. Meaning all you need is a bachelor's. And remember, higher pay comes with promotion. In my country, 1 million could set you up until the rest of your life. Otherwise, 2 mils would be for a very comfortable lifestyle, with huge amounts invested that generate other income.